the visibility was zero. There was thick black smoke coming straight out
Yes.
from the moment we kicked the door open.
Yeah. A thick plume of smoke came out of the flat. I could see thick black smoke. This was to floor level, and visibility was zero. I was very surprised at this and started to feel concern. Just pause there. What was surprising to you about what you were seeing?
Well, in that situation, I'm going to the floor above the initial fire floor. I'd maybe expect there to be a bit of smoke in there. Maybe the fire from the floor below has gone through the window of the floor above, maybe set the curtains on fire. I'd expect maybe a bit of smoke, but the sort of smoke that came out, the thick black smoke to floor level, would indicate this is a fully involved fire in this flat, which is unusual.
So at this point, I was only aware of fire on the 4th floor, and fire within a tower block should not spread in this way. However, it was obvious to me that this was a fire compartment due to the smoke and poor visibility.
Yeah, the sheer amount of black smoke is what's normally consistent with a fire, and a bad one.
Given that you had been instructed to fight a fire in a flat on the 5th floor, and you knew there was a fire in a flat immediately below it on the 4th floor, did you have any thoughts at the time about whether compartmentation had failed within the tower itself?
I thought that, like I say, I thought maybe there'd been smoke that had gone in through the windows of that compartment. Maybe there's a slight bit of fire if the windows were open or something. I wasn't expecting that it would be, like I say, a fully blown fire in there.
But when you got in and you saw the thick smoke, you realised you did have a fire there.
Yeah, so compartmentation, it would have failed at that point, yeah.
Yeah, so you realised that the compartmentation between floors 4 and 5 had failed?
Yeah.
Right.
That's significant to me because my job then is to try and nip this fire in the bud and put the fire out in this compartment before it spreads to the 6th floor.
Yes. Did you have any thoughts yourself about whether it would be appropriate to evacuate people?
No.
Did you contact or try to contact Mike Dowden to tell him what you'd seen in the flat on the 5th floor?
No.
Do you know why that is?
I was in BA mode, essentially, so I believe it would have been Firefighter Archer would be communicating with the bridgehead, saying that sort of information.
Okay. Having seen compartmentation fail between the 4th and the 5th floors, would you not... would it be normal not to communicate with Mike Dowden direct, but nevertheless still to go via the bridgehead?
You still go through the bridgehead, yeah. I didn't have comms at that point. I didn't have a direct line of communication with the bridgehead. My BA partner had the Barry comms set.
You had a radio, though?
I had a radio, but that was on channel 1 for the fireground, and I couldn't hear anything on the radio at that time.
But you were alone in the fire compartment with a snagged hose and no buddy?
Yeah.
And no Barry radio?
No.
Is that safe?
It's not safe at all, no.
Were you concerned?
At first I wasn't concerned because I thought he'd be coming straight back having got some more hose. But he didn't return, and I was there for some time on my own. I've been in that level of visibility probably once before, but I wasn't on my own without comms.
Or did you alert anybody in any of the other flats on the 5th floor to the fact that there was a fire? You didn't. Is there a reason why you didn't do that?
To be honest, I was in a bad way with, like I think I mentioned in my statement, my legs felt like jelly. The adrenaline had worn off and I was pretty much shot trying to carry everything out with me.
This is the first point at which I realised how much the fire had spread. I was aware of heavy smoke on the 5th floor, but this was the first time I'd really seen the flames and fire to the exterior of the building. I remember thinking, this is going up like rocket fuel. Flames had consumed more than half of one side of the tower. They were ferocious flames. It was completely unprecedented. A fire in a tower block should not spread like this. Fires are normally fought from the inside and not the outside.